your sharks that everything will be in readiness to receive them. Stand by. Altitude 260. Altitude 260. Quadrant northeast 2. Quadrant northeast 2. Power. DX-19, emergency report. Plane out of control. We're falling. Going to crash.
Perhaps this is the impediment. Oh, dang it, Tupper. I just fixed that.
You sure Marlowe was trapped on the ship?
He was out cold on deck. He didn't have a chance.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Wednesday night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink. How we doing tonight, Evan? In 2024. Yes, it is the new year. So happy new year to all of you out there. Happy new year. Hope it's here. You're living in it. It's now. It is happening right now as we speak. We are from the future. And we're here to bring you really, really, really old media from the past, as we do every week. And that is indeed what we do here. Guess what? New year, same classic stuff that you love here on the Scream Stream. Nothing's changed over here. No. Yeah. Oh God, we are in the middle of a season right now. Just because we're in a new year doesn't mean that we're changing course. Because not only are we halfway through season 8, we are halfway through the 12 chapter serial that we've been watching every Wednesday for the past 2 months, and that is The Whispering Shadow, starring Bela Lugosi. And we've watched 6 chapters up to this point, and we are on our 7th one tonight. 7th one to start off the new year, starting it off right. So pretty We are in the back half. It's been a pretty like whirlwind serial, trying to keep track of these jewels and just who the Whispering Shadow, who this diabolical criminal mastermind may be. And it's a mystery that's kind of kept us on our toes week in, week out. So yeah, I don't feel like we're any closer to figuring out who the shadow is, but halfway through. So mm, yeah. I don't think it's the first time that he's been pretty sure he knows who the shadow is. We've had a few suspects, but up to this point, we've had a few that have been ruled out as well. So that's kind of the hope as we continue, that they'll just keep ruling out suspects, make it easier for us to figure out who the shadow is. Yeah, you just kill a character off each week. Makes sense. There we go. We were wrong. It was Bela Lugosi. We should have known. No, we're not gonna get that. We're not gonna get that lucky. We wish. We wish it was Bela Lugosi. And that's, Bela Lugosi has been kind of running around in the periphery, but hasn't done anything, too majorly. Although every time that the shadow communicates with his gang, you see shots of Lugosi going into his own like radio room, and then they show the shadow, and then Lugosi leaves his radio room. So they definitely really hardcore want you to think it's Lugosi, but we all know it's not. Yeah, just so happens to be every time that the shadow. He does. Oh my god! Don't even get him started on all the, all the people he has to deal with to get the clothes and all the wigs and all the. Yeah. Oh my god! The wax suppliers during the Depression. Mm-hmm. All up in that beeswax. That's that's the sole job of a wax museum owner. And I would like to think Lugosi's yeah. Right. I would think so. I would think that would be your biggest challenge. And I think, Lugosi, I'd like to think he's a good wax museum owner. I'd like to think he's doing it right. But we don't see a lot of him running the business. We see just more a lot of him running around looking kind of suspicious. And yeah, so it's a front. I mean, he's scolding his daughter, half the time. He's either skulking around or he's yelling at his daughter for, messing something up, or she needs to do something or didn't do something right. And meanwhile, what's he doing? Yeah. Yeah, I think he probably doesn't even notice that she like switches it out for she just that's how she gets out of having to deal with them. Just has the wax dummy tag in, and Lugosi Strang doesn't know the difference. Strang's just yelling at it. Yeah, well, didn't we get like a dummy or something at one point that Strang made? I feel like that was in one of the last chapters. It was crude. And could you remind the audience, and certainly not me, who that is again? It's yeah. The last episode we watched was last year, so it's you expect me to remember everything that's happened in the 6 chapters up to now? That was a year ago. Right. Jack. Jack. Jack Foster. Simple name. Oh, yeah. And I said he's definitely going to land on an awning. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the recap. Again, Evan has been all over this serial for the past 6, 7, 8 weeks, however long we've watched it. Yeah, I wish I could remember what it was Jack said last time. He was like, he did. He's just like, and the shadow killed my brother. Something very, yeah, we were, he's just running around looking pissed off the whole time. And we need reminders as to why he's pissed off. So, you know, the, the exclamation just cuts right through. They don't do any kind of fancy story work. They don't need to. This isn't about that. This is about action and adventure and mystery and, motivation is like all the way down here on the list of all that stuff that they care about when creating these serials. It's not the time of master storytelling. Of course, we now serialized storytelling is seen as like a high art form, with television, but back in the day it was pretty crude. So, Well, let's not forget that streaming does have some shows that are very crudely produced and the stories aren't very good. So maybe not much has changed. There's just some that are slightly better. They can't escape from their roots. But that's why we watch these public domain movies and serials and TV shows, because everything comes from somewhere, even from this forgotten media, as some people like to. People like to rag on public domain, and as because it's public domain, it's in obscurity. But public domain means everybody can see it. We can all share it. And oh great, the stream is disconnecting and reconnecting. So that's fun. Why I've been having. Yeah, you're still here. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me, Evan? Okay, yeah, we're back. All right, we're good. I don't know why my internet's been glitching out recently, but luckily it happened before we got started with tonight's episode. So aren't we lucky for that? So we're about not anymore. Not one more time. We are we're going to be in the clear the whole time. It's going to be smooth sailing. It's going to jinx myself. So we're about to get into tonight's chapter of The Whispering Shadow, which is entitled, I believe, The Double Doom. Do I have that correct? What is this, like a Seinfeld episode? Like putting the at the beginning of it? That's definitely where they got it from. Because normally, like, why the Double Doom? Why not just Double Doom, right? Why do you need the unless you're trying to do something witty or sardonic? There's a joke in here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that it already sounds like the plot of a Seinfeld episode. That's it. Double Doomed. What is Double Doom? It's don't even. Yeah, I can already see George having a panic attack over a double doom. And then Elaine's B story somehow crosses over with George and Jerry's A story at the end, and laughs were had by the whole studio audience. That's, if you haven't seen an episode of Seinfeld, that's how they usually shake out. And then, of course, the delightful musical score. So I'm expecting, some a cappella scatting at some point or whatever. The yeah, that's what the spotlight is like reversed, so it like creates the shadow. He's behind the curtain and you see the microphone stand. And then, instead of the gang sitting around one big table, they're all at a bunch of little tables, like, with, little candles on them. And they're like laughing because of the shadows, He's actually maybe kind of funny. I want my, diabolical geniuses planning world domination to be really funny. Although I don't know if is the Whispering Shadow like even that level of villain, or is he just trying to get his hands on these jewels? Is it like all about the jewels? Yeah, we're not sure yet. And obviously his gang was not well vetted, and they've bought into his scheme pretty easy. They don't know what he looks like. They don't know who he is. So I don't know. This might be a pretty amateur operation. I don't know, man. I don't think he's quite ready for world domination just yet. He's just got to try to get a hold of these jewels first. Let him do that. Let him accomplish this. He hasn't even accomplished being able to hang on to these. Are they the Tsar's jewels? Where are the jewels presently? Are they still in the warehouse? The hotel safe. Yeah. I'm sure we'll get it in the recap. They'll do a flashback. They haven't had clip shows, but they do a lot of flashbacks. So we might get some flashbacks. It's the way it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Just boop. Get right. No. No, not really. Fingers crossed for tonight's episode though. We'll see what we got. Anything before we get into it tonight, Evan? What? Rex the Wonder Horse. Should have known the whole time. Coming in here, fucking shit up, and sounds like a very Rex the Wonder Horse thing to do. And don't worry, we'll be learning more about Rex the Wonder Horse in later weeks during the show. So don't you worry. If you don't have context, you'll get it. But for now, we're going to we'll keep you clued in about this horse. All right. Well, Evan, if you've got it queued up. And we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of The Whispering Shadow, Chapter 7, The Double Doom, right now. Do 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 do. What is his daughter's name? Can't they put it? Is it Vera Strang? I think it's Vera. Yeah. Of course, they can't put that. It's just his daughter. Radio Death Ray. By stealth. Alexis Steinbeck. Whose brother was murdered. Okay, so we're all in the hotel right now. All right, Jack, what are you going to do? Scale the side? Oh, yeah, he is scaling up. Parkour, parkour. Oh, yeah, that's right. The shadow. There is like a guy running around kind of dressed in all black. Oh, there you go. Now you're thinking, Robert. Finally. Take them by surprise. Echoing off the stairwell of this like 10-story building. Jack. Uh-oh. Get him, Jack. Oh, shit. Is that the Shadows gang? What? Yeah. Now that looks like Lugosi. Yeah, he did. Oh, shit. Oh, Evan, my like shit was like the quality was getting really bad. So like just pause for a second because I I like clicked it to get it to 480 and now it's like loading. Okay, I'm good. All right, I'm at 526. Okay, all right, here we go. I could like barely see it. It was like I had like 4 pixels on my screen. Oh my god. Now my okay. Oh. My shit is like freezing up, Evan. Hold on. Hold on. And thank you. I'm at 551. Stupid internet. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to try a little something though. New Year's, same Caligari curse. Should have known it wasn't going anywhere. All right. Okay. All right. Here we're going to get back into it right now. Yep. So that was Lugosi. Oh, Steinbeck. Got him. God, these jewels, man. It's changing hands now as soon as they're out of that safe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! Nice. Good use of a wipe. What, are you just going to leave them out? Uh-oh. Nice. So menacing. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck! Damn, they're just going at it, man. Yeah, it was pretty great. Oh, yep. Message from the shadow. Shocker. The shadow. Oh, shit. Back at it. Here we go. Damn. What? Oh, shit. Hey, Ethan, over on YouTube. Thank you. Glad we're back. Hey, we hated to be gone last week also. But we back. Yeah, killed String. Let's take a break right there. That's, yep, got him. That's it. Give him the book. Throw the book at him, as they say. Roll credits and let's, go ahead and give Jack the key to the city and whatever else he may want. Compensate him for taking care of the shadow. Yeah, that would be, that would really, that makes sense. It's all in the name. Yeah, I love that, actually. That'd be a really sweet ending. You deserve it, Jack. We won't get it, but wouldn't that be sweet? That would be amazing. Well, we sadly won't get that. We'll see. I don't know. Jack's definitely, I don't know. I'm interested to find out how Steinbeck just kicked the bucket. He'll just be alive again, just going into his room, standing over his machine, looking all scary, doing his thing. Yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know. It looked like Steinbeck might have actually bit the dust, bitten the bullet. He said you killed me. Yeah. Yeah, you killed me. Yeah, I don't know if I'm guessing it had something to do with the lever that he grabbed, but you can't blame that on Jack. He's just doing his due diligence. Yeah. Oh, Sylarn in the chat. He's wearing the new eyebrows. Fuck you, Sylarn. I'm not wearing any new. It's a new beard, not new eyebrows. Get it right. No, Ethan, it's probably on my end. My internet is like really acting up. So don't know why. There's like not really any reason for it to be acting up. But as Evan said, Caligari Curse is back in full force for the year 2024. It hasn't gone anywhere. Right. That's right. Sylarn says, can't hear shit. Yes. I'm gonna keep playing with the let's see. Oh yeah, we even like disconnected and reconnected. It should be getting better. But Evan keeps cutting in and out on my end too, Sylarn. It's the internet. I need to get a new okay, looking better, Ethan says. Okay, good. That's good. All right, sweet. Well, we'll keep just dealing with it as it goes. Yeah, you can read my lips, Sylarn. Sure you can. Read my lips. No new taxes. Because I definitely have that power. So yeah, so far, the jewels are out of the safe, so that's an interesting development with this episode, I would say. Jewels finally. It feels like they've been stationary for a long time. Like, since like the 3rd or 4th episode. So, it's nice to actually... Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he, like, I don't know if anybody will hear Steinbeck's confession, but yeah, I'm thinking it's going to get pinned on Jack, and Jack. See, I mean, we'll have to figure out what actually happened. That's why I say I'm interested to find out what actually did happen, because we know it wasn't our boy Jack. He's true blue. He wouldn't do something like this. So we trust Jack, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Robert Raymond will be hot on the trail. We do know that. He's finally got another murder. He always knew Jack was going to be his man. Jack's the culprit. So now just another murder to blame on Jack and try to finally haul him in. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will say that fight between Steinbeck and Jack was some pretty good stuff. That was a hell of a fight scene. Yeah, and a lot of it looked like it was happening in one like long unbroken take that had been sped up. So I just imagine the actors like going through like 3 minutes of fighting and just totally uninterrupted, like all that stunt work. It's, I mean, at one point they were just throwing punches at each other. So that was sorry, go ahead, Evan. Yeah, he did. It did just kind of sail right over, didn't it? Just boop. Yeah. And then he killed him, basically. Right after that. Killed him. We'll see. Yeah, this is just deepening the murder mystery aspect. Now we have a real murder with a mystery behind it, because yeah, we don't know who the shadow is, but we know the shadow is the one behind it. In this case, we don't know what happened to Steinbeck. So interested to see how that shakes out for him. But yeah, pretty good fight scene. So we'll see. Was that the first Doom? Was that the first of our double Doom? Was that Doom Part 1? Are we about to get Doom Part 2? Maybe. Don't know what they mean by double Doom just yet, but that could have been the first bit of Doom. So we'll see. First, we got a little break piece, and we've been showing trailers for different serials and different people involved with this serial. Last week we actually talked about one of the stuntmen involved in that fight, Yakima Canutt, and we talked about all the stunt work things that he pioneered, and all the different horse falls and all this crazy stuff. But one thing I know we talked about in past episodes was how he was the guy that kind of taught John Wayne how to be a cowboy, the cowboy that John Wayne would be known for playing for decades. John Wayne said that he took a lot of it from Yakima. And John Wayne got to know him when John Wayne was in the serials that were made by the company that produced this serial, Mascot Pictures. John Wayne, I think, starred in like 3 different serials for Mascot, and that was where he kind of got to study with Yakima, and they developed like different stunt fighting techniques together and all these different things. And John Wayne was trying to do his own stunt work, but obviously there were things he just couldn't do, so that's where Yakima stepped in. But John Wayne, yeah, he starred in 3. So one of the trailer that we're gonna get for this break is a trailer for a Mascot serial that John Wayne starred in, and I believe it's called the Rolling Thunder or something. It's about like a train or something, I think. I'm not quite sure. It's something like that. But you'll see a very young, fresh-faced John Wayne kind of doing his... Well, before he did his thing, actually. Before he became, the John Wayne that we know. He was learning. Everybody has to learn at some point. This is when John Wayne was learning. So we're going to get this... Yeah, when he was little John Greenhorn. That's right. Well, fresh out of UCLA or USC or whatever college he played football for, and trying to break into the movies. And when his name was Marion Morrison or something like that. His name was not John Wayne. But we'll get this trailer for this early John Wayne serial, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of Chapter 7 of The Whispering Shadows. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Quick, take this down. The Hurricane Express will not get through the wrecker.
The westbound and Hurricane Express are going to crash.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try and sidetrack one of those trains.
But you can't make a landing here. You track up the plane.
I've got to take that chance. We can't let those trains crash.
Sure are jealous of this old boiler, Dad.
Why shouldn't I be? My boy, she's part of me. Or maybe I'm just part of her, I don't know. I took her out on her first run. And I hope I'll be at her throttle when I make my last.
Oh, Dad! You killed my father!
It wasn't my fault! Honestly, it wasn't. Honestly, someone struck me down from behind.
They got the jumper, but we started to death. record. The man who murdered my father. I swore I'd get you.
And we are back. So that was the trailer for the Hurricane Express. And as you can see, it's classic serial, cars crashing into ravines and trains crashing into things and all kinds of stunts.
Half that trailer was just things crashing into each other.
Yeah. Well, again, what's a serial if not an excuse to just run cars off of hills in Southern California and jump off bridges and get old decommissioned trains to run over people. I mean, it's kind of crazy the stuff that people were doing in these serials back in the day, the stunts and all of it, honestly. It's kind of ridiculous in the Wild West days of Hollywood, really, because this is just a tiny little studio mascot. This is all they did was make these serials, just make these things with constant action and things that always call for horses or all kinds of crazy stunts. It's interesting, this is is this our third or fourth serial? I'm trying to think. Our fourth, I guess. Yeah. Phantom Creeps, Flash Gordon, Undersea Kingdom, and this.
Yeah.
So that would be 4. So in the 4 that we've seen, it's they're always playing with different things, but you can always expect the action. And so far tonight, we've gotten a pretty good amount of action. So we'll see how they can make it doubles here at the end of tonight's episode. I want to see that. It'd be nice to see triples, but I think
double action.
I think all we're gonna get is the double.
Yeah, we'd hope for triple doom.
Yeah, triple doom would be real nice, but we probably won't be getting any triple doom tonight. Just the double. So, but we'll see. We'll see if Jack is gonna be on the run now, or if maybe he'll be able to clear his name pretty quick. I don't know. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Just say it's self-defense.
I mean, it kind of. I mean, as we know, it wasn't even his fault, which is like
even strangled that guy in self-defense.
Even more of a reason for Jack not to run, but he'll probably still run anyway until something comes up that clears his name, and then he'll be good for a little bit until the next murder happens. It'll get blamed on him also. I think we're establishing a pattern here. Maybe. We'll see. Well, on that note,
Scapegoat Jack Foster.
he really is. I mean, Robert Raymond has been looking for somebody to pin this on. He's been looking at Jack since he got involved with this case. So I think he will. I think he'll try to
hanging out with him so much.
Yeah, well, he's been hanging out with the fucking guy at the company the whole time.
The president more than anyone.
Yeah.
Been schmoozing.
It's kind of counterproductive if you ask me. We're going to find out the president did it, even though he's been hanging out with the detective the whole time. I don't know, we'll see. Well, on that note, Evan, if you've got it queued up.
I do.
All right, then we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of The Whispering Shadow, Chapter 7, The Double Doom, right now. Jack's got the jewels. Oh, wait, what? Steinbeck's alive.
Fine.
Oh, what a drama queen. You're killing me. You killed me. Fucking drama queen. God, times haven't really changed, have they? Except instead of, you know, we need more men in fedoras running around.
Riding among the trucks, scatter and search for him.
Three-piece suits and fedoras. Here we are in the transport and storage company again. Run around. People about to get bopped on the head. Oh.
Landed on cars. Oh. There you go.
Nice. Got him.
There you
Called it.
Ooh. This cop. What do I do? Oh shit, they got the jewels. Oh shit.
Drop that gun. Those are the Whispering Shadows men. Quick, I've got a car.
Oh, yeah? Who are you?
I'm boss of the Empire Transport Company.
They're getting away.
Foster drifters.
What's the trouble, Foster?
Steinbeck must have worked fast. His men just tried to kill me.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Let's go upstairs.
Just gave up on the
In
chase.
there.
They've done the same thing like what, 2 or 3 or 4 times now, where somebody gets the box but it's
The
empty.
Whispering Shadow is still alive.
You think that's what's gonna happen?
We know that you killed Jarvis. Your fingerprints are on that gun. And so are Foster. How are you going to prove which one of us shot him?
Miss Strang's testimony will take care of that.
Where is Miss Strang? You said she'd be here. She may be on her way. I'll find out.
Man, look at Lugosi skip down those steps.
Yes.
So spry.
Who?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Raymond. I told your daughter to report to police headquarters this morning. Why isn't she here?
She hasn't been home all night, Mr. Raymond. I'm afraid something has happened to her. Yes, Mr. Raymond. If I hear from my daughter, I will notify you at once.
Is that
She was
Jasper?
sneaking around in here.
The-
Yeah.
The criminal?
What can have happened to her? Look! He knows what's happened. She's been put out of the way to keep from testifying against him. What have you done with her?
What good are your fingerprints now?
They're not to hang you, DuPont.
He's got a taste for
Miss
blood.
Sprang told the truth. DuPont's fingerprints and a woman's were all over Jarvis' room. We've got you dead to rights, DuPont. Why did you kill Jarvis?
I didn't kill him. I tell you why. Yes, you did, and I'll tell you why. Because the Whispering Shadow ordered you to kill him.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the Whispering Shadow.
Oh,
Yeah? And what were you doing with the Shadow's death disc that we found on you? Come clean, DuPont. Who is the Whispering Shadow? Speak up, man. He can't hurt you now.
Is he really
This isn't on.
watching this?
What cthulhu took me to talk, and you're going to hang me for killing Jarvis?
The Shadow's signal.
The Shadow! He'll kill me!
You can't. The disc isn't on you. Be warned, DuPont. If you talk, you die.
Take your own warning, Shadow. If you kill DuPont, you'll kill your own daughter.
Countess? Daughter? Then Strang is the Whispering Shadow after all.
Do you hear me, Shadow? You're not going to kill the man I love. I've changed the wiring on my disc to match the wavelength on DuPont. And it's hanging over your daughter's heart. The death ray that kills him kills her.
Fool. You think you can outwit the Shadow? Can't we do something, Mr. Raymond? We've got to find this track.
Very possibly.
Save me, Jack! I'm in Jarvis's house! Save me, Jack!
I've got to save her. Send the squad. Step on it.
Raymond's just standing there all stone-faced like a fucking mannequin, like a fucking wax dummy.
Now I got you. Give me those jewels. Ow. Come on.
Why don't you answer me, Shadow? You know you're not going to kill your own daughter. DuPont, can you hear me? I'm not going to let him kill you.
Don't worry, Countess. I haven't got the disc on me. The Shadow's only bluffing. He can't kill me.
Oh shit!
You've got the Shadow licked, DuPont. He can't harm you. Now tell us everything you know and save your neck.
You mean I won't hang if I talk?
Speak up, DuPont. It's your last chance.
All right. I'll talk. The Shadow...
No, DuPont, don't talk. He'll kill you.
I've got to talk, Countess. The Shadow can't harm me.
No, I tell you, he'll...
Oh! What?
Sheesh.
Whoa! My goodness. That was abrupt. Well, that was the exciting conclusion of Whispering Shadow Chapter 7, The Double Doom. What do we think, Evan?
I think that girl is toast. She got the electric chair.
Wait, which girl?
Vera.
Did she get exploded?
Yeah, she was the one in the chair. She had the disc on her. That was the other half of the Double Doom.
It was
They
connected
got Vera
to...
and they killed that desk.
Well, okay, and what about Jack, though? Was Jack, like, going in the room to save Vera, or did he...
Yeah, I'm not sure why he was there, but he witnessed it, I guess. He broke in just in time.
Okay, that's what that was. I wasn't sure if he also just had a disc on him or near him or something and just was getting blown up. Okay. It all happened really, really fast. Like, it was kind of gave me whiplash a little bit.
Yeah, this show is like that, man. Yeah, like nothing will happen for a while, and then within the span of 10 seconds, you have some crazy development.
Yeah, like 5 different things happen, and you're like, okay, wait, hold on, what now? So yeah, so it's like
I have to go back and rewatch them.
I'm definitely gonna have to at least that last little bit, because it seems to me like they're all pretty sure that Strang is the Shadow, right?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Was Steinbeck still unconscious when the Shadow was talking?
I mean, he was gone. I mean, last we saw of Steinbeck, he got up after Jack left after killing him. And then we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It could be him.
It could be. We're not in
This might kill my theory of this might kill my theory of Vera being the Shadow.
Oh, you ready to rule out another suspect then? Perhaps?
I don't want to, because I think it would be still a pretty cool twist, but
yeah. But
maybe put her in the maybe pile.
Yeah, it moves her a little further away from being the prime suspect. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely weird because it seems like they're casting more suspicion on Professor Strang, but I feel like I'm pretty sure that I've read that, Lugosi doesn't end up being the Shadow. Again, kind of
Okay. Spoiler
alert. Like, I didn't read, like, that's the thing. I've read nothing. I've just read that, oh, well, Lugosi turns out to be a red herring, right? So, but this is the hardest that suspicions have been cast on him. And I mean, he was listening into everything that was happening in the police station. And then when the Shadow was talking, like, he was, I mean,
Yeah, if he's not the Shadow, he at least has all of the capabilities of the Shadow. It's just
without a
just
doubt,
got all the same stuff.
he does.
And he's also trying to steal the same jewels. Like, so he is. If he's not the Shadow, he's like the Shade or something.
The Shade.
The Murmuring Shade.
The Murmuring Shade, yeah. Not quite the full Whispering Shadow, but pretty close. Yeah, he's definitely more wrapped up in it than I've believed at any time up to this point. I mean, if I didn't really believe that he won't end up being the Shadow, then I would really believe right now that he has to be the Shadow. So I don't know. It's not it. I don't feel any closer to figuring it out. If anything, I'm more confused than ever. So,
well, maybe next week.
What was the title of next week's episode?
Next week's episode is the Red Circle.
Okay. Interesting. Not quite as promising as the Double Doom, but could have something interesting going on. We'll find out.
Yeah.
The Double Doom was just it was always destined to be something pretty crazy. So the fact that they were both hooked up to this death ray device or whatever it was Not quite sure how it worked that Vera would also be exploded, but
Well, that lady took her hostage because she also
yeah,
had one of those discs. Which I guess, like, what is that? Is that lady also a radio genius? She can just take apart this death ray disc and like rewire it.
she must be. I mean,
She's the Shadow.
everybody's got the capability to be the Shadow. They've all got the elite skills. I mean, I did just watch a like murder mystery show the other day where that was essentially the bit, like that well, only the killer could only be a hacker, but every person that's like at this place is a hacker. So it's like
So it could just be
so
anyone.
it could just be anyone. It's like they all can hack, what, even though they're, some of them don't even have jobs that, like, I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous. Like, all right, like so it's a similar mysteries. This is just a mystery plot device. Just endow your characters with like ridiculous capabilities that they realistically probably would not have. This woman, who I believe is listed as like the Countess or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's something. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think
Which
you're right. I think that's what it was. I didn't realize that was who that was.
that same, because I saw when I was looking at the Wikipedia page today and just glancing through the cast list. Yeah, you see the Countess Helen, chapters 5 through 8. And I didn't know who that was. I was like, the Countess Helen? I don't remember there being any Countess. So I guess I kind of remember her in the other episodes. But yeah, tonight, obviously, she took a much more prominent role. And yeah, I guess she's some kind of radio hacker, something like that. She got the skills. Some kind of hacking skills. But I don't know. Pretty interesting installment tonight. So we'll see what happens next week with the Red Circle. And you can catch that here on YouTube and Twitch, the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So join us for that. Of course, we will be live this Friday with another wonderful feature presentation for season 8. And we're getting back to our good buddies, the Cormans, and a Gene Corman, Roger Corman sci-fi. I don't know. I guess this is more horror creature feature, but it's also a heist film. And it instead of taking place in the swamps or the hills of California, we're in the mountains of South Dakota, maybe, or some kind of, we're in some totally different landscape in the snowy mountains for Beast from Haunted Cave this Friday at 9 p.m. And it should be a nice little creature feature to kind of get you into the winter mood. And we're gonna be having some winter weather in our neck of the woods around the same time. So couldn't have timed it more perfectly.
We're on Snow Watch.
Yep, we'll be on Snow Watch. So get your snowsuits out and get your flasks prepped and get ready to hit the slopes, because we're gonna be out there. And of course, Evan's gonna be out there on Friday with his delicious cocktail for his flask in a little segment which we call
What were you drinking?
What are we drinking this Friday, Evan?
All right, so this week we've got a new year. We've got an old drink. We're drinking the Gold Rush. I glanced at the Wikipedia page for this movie. Didn't read the plot, so no spoilers. But
Good.
I did happen to see that there is some gold involved. So that's what we're going with. Going with the Gold Rush.
Okay.
This is made with bourbon, lemon juice, and honey syrup. So simple cocktail. You got that spirit, the sweet and the sour. So ought to be pretty good. I think it's been a little while since we've had something like this. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is kind of like a whiskey sour, and way back when we watched the Golem, we had something similar. But that's been
Wow.
a
That was
while.
like back in season 2. Yeah. Jeez. The Golem, which we showed on our public domain day movie marathon this past Monday. We had a
Yeah, happy
24.
Public Domain Day, everybody.
Yeah. I hope you're all enjoying the wonders of film and television, or not television, film and movies, and books and audio from the year 1928.
I hope you've enjoyed the influx of Steamboat Willie this week.
Oh my gosh,
It's everywhere.
It's all anybody can talk about. Steamboat Willie this and Steamboat Willie that. But we're happy if it means more people just looking into the public domain and seeing what it has to offer. And that's, why we did a 24-hour marathon of movies on public domain day. And of course, there was only one that ran afoul of copyright on YouTube, and I had to abruptly interrupt it, and that was White Zombie, which I had on my do not show list, but I thought maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was something else that triggered it one time, and White Zombie would be okay. And it got like halfway through the movie before it like interrupted, saying that there were copyright issues. So that was a little bit, frustrating. We're already halfway through. Just let us play the movie. So, but that was the only one. We got through 23 and a half hours of our 24 hours. So not too shabby. And so, the Golem. Yeah, right. So we celebrated Public Domain Day in style, and we're going to be continuing to explore it as we do every Wednesday and Friday at 9 p.m. So, of course, you can always catch us on YouTube and Twitch live on Wednesdays and Fridays. Of course, if you want to catch up on any of our past episodes, you can go find those over on our YouTube page. We're over there at Stream Live. Like, subscribe, check out all that good stuff. And of course, if you want to follow this show on the socials, we're over on Instagram and TikTok and X at Stream Show. We're on wait, I know I added something recently. I can't remember. Letterboxd.
Where are we nowadays?
We're everywhere. You go look us up, you'll find us everywhere. Of course, if you want to follow us on the socials, you can go find me over on X at Spakenstein. And of course, Mr. Evan Sink is on Instagram and X at Caligari Cursed. Anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
So, if Jack had been a little faster, he probably could have gotten there in time to save Vera. But you know who would have gotten there in time?
Who?
Rex the Wonder Horse.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Well,
that's our hero.
That is our hero, and we will talk more about Rex the Wonder Horse next Wednesday. I guarantee that. That is a promise to you, Evan, and to all the audience out there. We will sing the praises to Rex the Wonder Horse.
Yeah, so buckle up because we're not going to shut up about this horse, at least for another week.
Nope. Get ready for it. Saddle up.
There we go. There it is.
Until Friday. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good Friday.